Everyone, welcome back. So this sounds completely made up, but it's a real story. At one point, over $80,000 worth of Starfleet uniforms from Star Trek: The Next Generation were stolen, and the thieves didn't ask for money; they asked for a car, not just any car, but Kit from Knight Rider. Yeah, this actually happened. So here's the story. Back in the early 90s, during the later years of Next Generation, the Starfleet uniform used on set were incredibly valuable. These weren't cheap costumes; they were high-quality, custom-made pieces that fans and collectors would later pay thousands of dollars for, and somehow a massive batch of them disappeared from the Paramount lot. We are talking about an entire shipment loaded into a truck and just gone. Naturally, this wasn't a small time theft. This was organized, and things got even strange when the thieves connected contacted the studios with their demands. They didn't want cash, they didn't want fame, they wanted Kit, the iconic futuristic car from Knight Rider. For context, Kit wasn't just a prop, it was basically the ultimate sci-fi fantasy vehicles of the 80s, a talking AI powered car with weapons, gadgets, and that instantly recognizable and scanner light, red scanner light. To a certain generation, it was the coolest thing imaginable, and apparently, these thieves wanted it badly enough to trade an entire truckload of Star Trek history for it. So, what happened next feels like something straight out of a movie. A deal was actually set up. Both sides agreed to meet in the desert. On one side, a truck full of stolen Starfleet uniforms, on the other, Kit. Picture it, two semis pulling up to each other in the middle of nowhere like a classic black market exchange. The doors open, the cargo is revealed, and for a moment, it looks like the trade might actually go through, but of course, the FBI was already watching. As the exchange began, agent moves in and shut the whole thing down, arresting everyone involved right there in the desert. The uniforms were recovered, Kit stayed it where it belonged, and one of the strangest heists in sci-fi history came to an end. Now, here's the funny part. This wasn't even the only case of Star Trek items going missing. According to Jonathan Frakes, who played Commander Riker, he straight up kept his own uniform. He wore it to the rap party and just never gave it back. Meanwhile, LeVar Burton actually wanted to buy his uniform legitimately, but no one told him he could, and the studio rep literally showed up at his house to take it back. And it gets even better. Spinner, sorry, revealed that Captain Picard's share, the one used by Patrick Stewart, was stolen multiple times from the set. Multiple times, someone would just sneak in over the weekend, take the captain's share, and disappear. So yeah, security back then not exactly airtight, but this also explained why Star Trek props are so valuable today. Some original uniforms have stolen for tens of thousands of dollars at auction. They are not just costumes, they are pieces of television history, and that makes the whole heist even more fascinating. Because at the center of it all wasn't greed, it was fandom. Somewhere out there were people who loved sci fi enough to risk everything just to get their hands on iconic pieces of it, even if it meant trading one legendary franchise for another. And honestly, a desert showdown between Star Trek uniform and kids sounds less like a crime and more like a plot of the greatest crossover movie we never got. Thank you for watching. Bye.